Click was once one of the most promising and fastest growing content teams on YouTube, until they decided to quit. The main reason given for this was the Australian lockdown. But this wasn't the entire story, because the truth resulted in a legendary friend group coming to an end. Click first actually started out as a managing company and teased their entrance into the space in May of 2017, after which they officially launched in August. Now Click was something special, because they already started out with a stacked talent roster, including the likes of Lachlan, Prestige Clips and Loserfruit. However, more talent got added throughout the year, and the company kept growing bigger and bigger, resulting in a massive partnership for them in September of 2018. This meant that a new Click Twitter page got made, posting teasers every day including their different creators, and new ones like Lazarbeam, until the announcement ultimately got revealed on the 14th of September. Energy decided to team up with Click. Yes, another gaming house that failed. Energy has a great track record, and this shocking collaboration got everyone excited for what they were working on. Well, we didn't have to wait long, because only a few days later, a Click house got teased, and the official tour got released not long after. Now this is where things will probably get familiar for you, as this was the beginning of Click's takeover. The iconic group included YouTube legends Muselk, Loserfruit, Crayator, Bazza Gazza, Marcus and Lazarbeam. The house they were living in was the most expensive one in the area, and the Click group was met with tons of enthusiasm from the community. In fact, they started off the channel with 4 million views on their first video, and this was only the beginning, as it was nothing compared to what they would experience next. Hide and seek video, 12 million views. Fair Pong, 16 million views. You Love You Lose, 10 million views. They were quickly becoming one of the most popular gaming groups in the world, and the synergy between the members was unmatched. Click continued their dominance, racking up millions of views, reached 1 million subscribers in November, only 2 months after their inception, and ultimately hit 2 million in May of 2019. But a few months later, the dynamic changed. Marcus, the boyfriend of Loserfruit, decided to leave Click, and this was the first worrying issue for the longevity of the group. What did this mean for the rest of the house? And was Loserfruit even going to stay? Yes, she still showed up for every video, and she didn't have to worry, because there was another female that would join the team to replace Marcus, and that was Tanner, Lazarbeam's sister. The group had now changed from 5 guys and 1 girl to 4 guys and 2 girls, and nobody really seemed to mind, even though some people were wishing that Fresh would join the group too. Well, maybe they were onto something, because 2019 ended and in 2020 a countdown revealed itself on their Twitter. Boom. There we had it. A new Click house, or should I say office, and Fresh joining the group together with Mully. This was now the golden team that everyone wanted. What could possibly go wrong at this point? COVID. Yes, the one thing that no business in the world could prepare for happened. And it struck Click just as hard. First, the merch prices had to be increased because of issues with production. Then they had to upload content every 2 weeks as they found it hard to get together to record. And ultimately, at the beginning of July, the Click group ended. They made a post in which they stated that they stopped producing content for the foreseeable future, and it meant that we wouldn't see any new Click content until the pandemic was over. However, with the world now slowly opening up again, Click is still nowhere to be seen. So was there a different reason for the group falling apart? Well, there definitely was, and the truth would reveal itself over the following months. Sort of. Firstly, there were 2 separate Click buildings, the Click house and the Click office. The Click office included one half of Click with Muselk, Lazarbeam and Fresh, while the Click house included the other half with Loserfruit, Crayator and Bazza. This obviously didn't work, and most people weren't even aware of there being a new Click house, as not a single piece of content got recorded there, apart from some videos on Loserfruit's channel. So this obviously made the Loserfruit and the rest feel left out, and as a result labeled it as the main reason for why the house ended. But she also said that the house didn't feel the same as Muselk didn't move in with them, and that had a different reason. You see, Muselk had a reason for not moving in, and it was the experience in the first Click house. Muselk was and still is the director of Click, but is also one of its main creators. This created a situation for him where he had to be a fun partner, but also a strict manager. And this is where things went wrong. Muselk had to be the dad of the group, and when other members didn't take responsibility,
okay guys, we got this like big skip bin out the front of the house. It's going to be here from Monday to Sunday. Can we make sure that we get all the rubbish, everything that literally isn't the furniture, and just get rid of it? Obviously, if you're taking it, keep it. If not, it needs to go in the skip. The skip came, it was there for a whole week. It got taken away. And then there was still so much rubbish in the house that just no one had touched.
He had to be the buzzkill of the house as he was the one in charge. But this wasn't the only reason. Click separated from NRG early on, which meant that they had to rely on their own finances, even making losses from time to time. The other members started disliking the house, which impacted the mood. Muselk then took this bad mood in the house personally as the manager.
We didn't just get a house. We got the single most expensive rental in the entirety of Sydney. We got the best of the best because we want you guys to be happy.
The frustration started increasing among everyone, and after deciding to move out and shoot on set, the soul of the group left even more and it led to burnout. Loserfruit ultimately confirmed some of these points about finances and it being too much for everyone, but also added on to this that Lazarbeam had just struck a deal with YouTube and that he barely had time to make videos with Click, which also impacted the group. However, there was nothing to worry about. As Loserfruit said,
"You will not see the last of group content. Click is dead. But group content is not."
The only thing is, this wasn't true. Time went by, and it seemed like there was no bad blood. But there were some rumors in the comments of all these what happened to Click videos. As a matter of fact, YouTube comments usually tell a underlying feeling that professional responses from creators can't hide. And this was also the case for the Click House breakup. You see, there was one main topic that everyone talked about, and that was Muselk and Loserfruit. The community noticed that Loserfruit didn't say anything about missing Muselk in her Why I Left the Click House video. Well, she did have nice stories about other members. Also, someone found it interesting that both Muselk and Loserfruit had podcasts, in which they both indirectly blamed the other. And finally, people started concluding that Muselk didn't get along with the others, and that Loserfruit didn't like Elliot and spread her negativity amongst the house. However, there is no hard proof of these claims at all, as all Click members had professional statements about the situation. But what if this was done just to avoid drama? When we look at the group today, then we can see that there is a clear divide. Lazarbeam, Loserfruit, Crayator, Tanner and Bazza are still hanging out and being friends, while Fresh played with Lazarbeam before he disappeared from YouTube. And Muselk, he's nowhere to be seen. Now yes, all of these people did leave Click apart from Tanner and Lazarbeam, but why is nobody playing or publicly talking with Muselk anymore? The last time Muselk interacted with any of them on Twitter was in November of last year, and the last game he played together with them was 11 months ago in Fortnite Among Us. It seems like Muselk has either lost his friends due to them moving on to something else, or them not wanting to play with him. But was Click really the reason for this? Well, others also noticed that Loserfruit doesn't talk to him anymore, and claimed that this was because he and his ex-girlfriend Liv ended on bad terms, resulting in Loserfruit and all his friends choosing her side. But this is questionable. Liv actually made a tweet that her and Muselk ended on good terms, which seemed to be the case. But that tweet is now deleted. Did something happen in the meantime? Or is the reason for the silence between Muselk and Loserfruit because they frequently clashed in the Click House?
You know, Kath and I probably clashed a lot. Like, I think our personalities are, in some ways, absolute opposites.
No matter what the truth is, we will never know for sure. All I know is that the Click from back in the day has definitely ended, as Loserfruit is now a creator for Lucky's Team Power, and with Fortnite on the decline and everyone either quitting or doing their own thing, it's likely that we will never see Click return. It has definitely been a bad experience for some, but everyone has also learned from it, and luckily they are still doing fine today. I just hope that Muselk is doing okay as well. And if you're wondering about the entire story of what happened to Muselk, then click here.